welcome into Stargell Stadium. It's in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm James Erpine, getting you all set for this NAIA matchup where the Cincinnati Christian University Eagles take on Southeastern University out of Florida. The Fire traveled about 900 miles, just over 900 miles here to Cincinnati to take on the Eagles today. It is going to be a hot one. Temperature says 85 degrees, feels much hotter on the field today. And I talked to the officials before the game, and they're going to give the players extra breaks in between touchdowns, water breaks, obviously worried about the heat index and dehydration. So it'll be interesting to see how the heat affects the players today. Hopefully everyone can stay safe and stay hydrated. As for the Eagles, they come in at 0-3. They're led by head coach Trevor Zeiders in his first season of head coach of the Cincinnati Christian Eagles. And I talked to Trevor before the game. A few things that stood out to me. He's really looking, and he knows the challenge today, going up against the Fire. They're 18th ranked in the country. He wants to see the Eagles come out and just execute top to bottom and really be disciplined. That's something that they haven't seen throughout the first couple of weeks of this season as they come in 0-3. And the challenge is going to get even tougher for Cincinnati Christian today as they're without their game changer. Senior running back Chris Young out with an ankle injury. Leads the team, averaging 104 rushing yards per game, averages 5.2 yards a carry. The Eagles have 2 touchdowns on the season. Both of them came on Chris Young runs. So they're going to be without him getting the start. Freshman running back Adam Sanders, who the 5'10", 165-pound freshman, certainly a different dynamic, quicker than a guy like Chris Young, 6'2", 200. So it'll be interesting. It's a huge loss for Trevor Zeiders in this offense. They're already without freshman quarterback Alex Duran, who's out with a concussion. Derek Taylor will get the start at quarterback today for Cincinnati Christian. And we're getting all set here, 85 degrees. It's a nice day, and when you look at this weather compared to the past couple of weeks in Cincinnati for football weather, it's great. A little hot, but it's sunny. It's not rainy, and we're getting ready to kick off here. Southeastern will get the ball. That means Cincinnati Christian deferred to the second half. Southeastern led by a great quarterback. They have a high-powered passing offense as well. Ryder Litton comes in with 3 touchdowns passing. Is 38 of 58 passing on the season.
And number 24, Charlie Cook.
Zach Lacey is back for the Eagles. Will kick off. Charlie Cook and Eric Demps back for the Fire. And this is going to be a squib kick recovered by Southeastern at the 27, up the right side. Breaks a tackle, and he's going to return this all the way up to the Cincinnati Christian 49-yard line. So that's going to give the Fire good field position as Tyrell Williams was able to pick that squib kick up from Zach Lacey and return it for a good gain there. So that's where the Fire will set up. And Tyrell Williams will be the running back for them today. Comes in with 125 yards rushing on the season, averaging 5.4 yards a carry. Ryder Litton operating out of the shotgun. Going to hand it off up the left side. He's going to get across the 50 into Cincinnati Christian territory down to the 45-yard line, brought down by multiple Cincinnati Christian defenders. They're going to run the no huddle here. And this time a pass on the left side. Cincinnati Christian there, but it's going to be enough for the first down. Closest defender there for Cincinnati Christian.
Adams with the reception. Gain sufficient for a first down.
That was Darius Daniels forcing him out of bounds here as we got 1st and 10, and the Fire pass up the right side. And that's a gain of about 6 yards there. In this Fire offense, that's what they want to do. They want to get up, speed up the pace, get moving. They're led by their passing attack. They've 3 plays so far. All we've seen is shotgun, and they're putting pressure on this Eagles defense to start this game. And that's a bad snap over the head, and Cincinnati Christian dives unable to recover it. But that snap went over the head of Ryder Litton, and that was very close to a turnover there. Heads-up play. It looked like that was number 18 for the Fire, Tyrell Williams, getting in there. But now Cincinnati Christian. 3rd and long now. That's a break for the Eagles as they try to get off the field on the game's first possession. And you got the shotgun snap. It's a quick screen up the right side. He has room, and he's got some blockers. And he's going to pick up the first down and more. And this might go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown Fire. That's Brian Bell, who got some good blocking downfield. Eagles unable to make a play there. Bell broke a couple of tackles en route to the end zone.
For the Fire.
And that is one thing that head coach Trevor Zeidhurst told me before the game. They wanted to get the Fire in 3rd and long early on and try to make them convert, and they were able to there as the Fire take a quick 6-0 to lead with 13:08 to go here in the first quarter. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. David Larson, the one kicking for Southeastern today, as they take a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. You're seeing the replay again of the touchdown here, and it was a good mixture of blocking and running by Bell, and the Eagles unable to bring him down, and that's we've seen that a lot this year at times. It's just defensive breakdowns for the Eagles. So we'll get our first look at the offense here coming up in just a second. Marquise Allen back for the Eagles will return this kickoff along with freshman wide receiver Jayshawn Rader.
David Larson is set to kick for Southeastern.
David Larson will kick. He also is the punter for this Southeastern team, who has a couple kickers on the team. And that's a deep kick, and that looked like it was going to be a touchback. Not the case. The Eagles return it. It gets across the 15 to the 18-yard line, and that was Marquise Allen on the return. It's probably a return of over 20 yards there, because he was about 5 or 6 yards deep into the end zone trying to make something happen. Instead, the Eagles will start their first possession of the day without star running back, senior running back, Chris Young, and they're going to do it inside their own 20. Quarterback Derek Taylor going to operate out of the shotgun to start. Sends a man in motion. That's going to be a quick pitch up the left side, looking for running room, and there is nothing there. Be a loss of about 1 on the play. That was Adam Sanders, the freshman running back, in for Chris Young today, getting the start with Young out with an ankle injury. And as you see there, it was executed. There wasn't much there. And actually, that was to Marquise Allen on that. I take that back. That was a reverse to Marquise Allen to start this game, or to start the Eagles' first possession. So now it's going to make it 2nd and 13 for the Eagles. Quarterback Derek Taylor operating out of the shotgun. Looking to throw. Has a man, but it was low. Had a man open there. Unfortunately, unable to find his man. It was intended for Christian Williams, the junior out of Annapolis, Maryland. Was able to get open there. Unfortunately, the pass a little low. We got a flag, and it's going to be roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer against Southeastern.
And let's take a look at this roughing the passer call.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And he gets hit. Yeah, he gets hit right in the chest. And that's going to be a first down for the Eagles. Going to move the ball up to the 29-yard line. So Derek Taylor in this Cincinnati Christian offense gets a first down because of the penalty. And gets out of the shadows of their own goalpost. Now at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking up the left side out of the shotgun, found his man. Good pass, good catch there. Nice gain on first down. It's a gain of about 5 yards there. Found Maceo Clinton.
Pass is complete to Maceo Clinton.
And that's a nice gain on first down. 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 now for the Eagles. Sends a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Sanders. Sanders finds some rushing room there up the middle. And as the freshman gets his first start in his career, nice run to start.
Gain of 5.
Cincinnati Christian running the no huddle here as you look at that Sanders run again, and they're going to hand it off to Sanders again on 3rd down. Finds some room up the right side. Going to get across the 40, pushes his way to the 44, and that's going to be 1st and 10 Eagles as now they're starting the drive. And look at the blocking here, just really well executed. Sanders doesn't get touched until he's well beyond the line of scrimmage. And he gets hit and able to break a tackle and push forward, gain another yard or two. So the crowd starting to chant, "Here we go, Eagles." 1st and 10, 44-yard line. The Eagles send a man in motion. Taylor sends another man in motion. This is going to be a quick pitch up the left side. That'll be Marquise Allen. We saw that to start the drive. Allen snags it again, and that's another gain of about 4 yards on first down. Make that 5 yards. And right now, this no huddle starting to work for the Eagles. Taylor will continue to operate out of the shotgun. Running back to his right. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. And a bad snap. Taylor's got to jump on it, and he does. And that's the 2nd bad snap of the game. We saw one from Southeastern. And you see here, it's just right over Taylor's head. He had a hand on it, but it was still high snap. Good news is he was able to jump on it. Dante Rose is the Eagles' starting center. Junior there just threw it up a little too high for Taylor, and that's going to set up 3rd and 17 as we're approaching 9 minutes to go in this first quarter at Stargell Field. Taylor operating out of the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, looking to throw downfield. Rolls out, trying to find a man under pressure. Targeting Marquise Allen there. It was a low throw. Taylor was being pressured, had to roll to his right. And a very unfortunate scenario there where they had gotten that offense rolling some. The bad snap led to 3rd and long, and the Eagles are going to have to punt, where Logan Casetos is one of the best punters in the country. 6-foot senior's been here through every single year of the Eagles football. This is year number 3 of Cincinnati Christian football, and Casetos is one of the best in the country. We'll see what he can do here from his own, punting from his own 25. Nice snap, nice catch, decent punt, takes an Eagles bounce. This will be returned up the left side to the 40, 42, 43-yard line is where he will be brought down, and that was Marquis Northington on the return. And he was brought down by Isaiah Donek.
First down, Southeastern.
Freshman tight end for Cincinnati Christian. DeHavian Allen was also in on that play. An average starting field position for Southeastern, good so far. They started last drive at the 49-yard line. This drive at their own 43. Their star quarterback, Ryder Litton, going to operate out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen, 2 at the bottom of your screen. Cincinnati Christian showing blitz, and it looks like that might be, as penalty flags come in, was that a false start? And it is. False start there on Southeastern, going to back them up and make it 1st and 15. As they make the call there. That's going to make it 1st and 15 for the Fire. Ryder Litton going to operate out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen, 3 at the top. Cincinnati Christian gets pressure, and that is a nice play there, batting the ball down. Number 43, Jay Compton, the outside linebacker from Lexington, Kentucky, able to bat that down.
2nd down and 15.
And it'll be 2nd and 15 as this Fire offense has 3 men up, and it looks like they're going to throw a screen. They do on the bottom side, and the Eagles sniff that out, make a huge play. Jordan Meekins out there with the stop. And that's a nice play for the sophomore. You can see the heat on the field. It's only 85 degrees. It's much hotter on that field down there. Now that's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Fire. They converted their first 3rd down on a touchdown last drive. Quarterback drops back to pass, and the Eagles get in, and that is a sack. Huge play there, and the Eagles going to get off the field. That is number 58, David McQueen, coming in, and let's take a look at that replay. 3rd and 15, that's what you want. You get pressure on the quarterback, and there was nothing Ryder Litton could do. And that is a really nice play call there, a nice execution by David McQueen. That's going to force the Fire to punt here. For the first time today, punter David Larson is back. Marquise Allen will return. And he's going to let that one bounce. That's going to take an Eagles bounce, a couple Eagles bounces. And it will be marked at the 35-yard line. Nice decision there by Marquise Allen. The freshman opted to let it bounce, and it went the right way. As the Eagles will start 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Try to build on what was a first possession where they put together a couple first downs before a bad snap kind of derailed their drive. They trail 7-0, and if you're just joining us, I'm James Erpine. You're watching Cincinnati Christian Eagles football on Waycross Television, also ccuathletics.com. On the first possession, the Eagles able to string together a couple of first downs. The Fire were able to convert on a big 3rd down, and we'll see if the Eagles can answer here. First play handoff to the freshman Adam Sanders, gets drilled. They're going to give him a pickup of 1 on that play. And right there, Sanders got moving and gets drilled, able to fall forward, though, get a yard. His momentum propelled him there. Be 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. Shotgun snap, looking for his man deep over his head, and that was Derek Taylor taking a shot downfield, and unfortunately unable to find his man. Was intended for number 17, Maceo Clinton. Maceo has 1 reception for 4 yards on the day thus far. Now we'll bring up about marked at 3rd and 10. Thought Sanders picked up about a yard on the first down play, but 3rd and 10 here with 6:49 to go in the first quarter. Taylor operating out of the shotgun, looking left, throws left, has a man out there, unfortunately unable to connect with him. Intended for Zach Pickett, and Pickett was one of those comeback routes. Pickett stopped, turned, unfortunately Southeastern defender was there with him, step for step. It's going to bring out Logan Casetos to punt for the Eagles. The Fire will have 2 punt returners back. Marquis Northington and Sam Bruce. 2 wide receivers back for the Fire. Logan Concetos licks his hands, gets ready to punt. Snap in, hold good, and the punt is away, and this is going to be returnable. Northington takes it up the right side, has some blockers, gets across the 50 into the Eagles' territory, makes a cutback into the 30, all the way down to the 20. It's going to be marked at the 27-yard line. And Marquis Northington had a wall of blockers. And Southeastern's going to be set up now, 23 yards. Look at this, a nice punt there. Unfortunately for the Eagles, it was returnable. And he cuts up that right side, and an Eagles defender really wasn't able to get to him. He's untouched until right there. And they're finally able to bring him down at the 25-yard line. Make that the 27. So that is where Ryder Litton in this Southeastern offense will pick up. Ryder has 4 touchdowns on the season, Litton does, after that screen pass that went 50 yards on 3rd down to give the Fire a 7-0 lead on their first possession in this game. They punted last possession after a big sack by the Eagles, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. The Eagles were certainly able to get some pressure on that last possession. David McQueen came in with that sack that forced the Fire to punt. The Fire offense set up well here on their 3rd possession of the game.
First down, Southeastern at the CCU 26-yard line.
Litton going to operate out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. He's going to hand it off up the middle. No, it's a fake. He's going to keep it up the left side, and he's going to get across the 25 down to the 24. Nice tackle there by number 29, Clyde Albright.
Clyde Albright bringing him down.
And you see it there. Faked me out, didn't fake Albright out, and he's able to bring down the quarterback with the read option play there for Southeastern. Litton operating out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Looking right, has a, almost intercepted. Did not see the Cincinnati Christian defender there. And that is the same guy there, Clyde Albright, with another play. And look at this, he did not see him at all. Throws it, Albright almost hits his left elbow there. Good defense there, and to bring up 3rd and long for the Fire. Operating out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Now they're running the option play. Gonna pitch it, and nothing doing there. And that is David McQueen again making a play for Cincinnati Christian.
David McQueen on the tackle for CCU. Brings up 4th down and 7.
And that's a nice play. So the Eagles backed up to start this drive. The defense steps up, and it's going to force the Fire to kick a field goal. It's going to be a 40-yard attempt for David Larson. Kick up, and it is good.
Kick is good.
40-yard field goal. That's going to give Southeastern a 10-0 lead with 5:21 here to go in the first quarter. Let's take another look at that field goal. It's a 40-yard field goal attempt. And there's the kick. And it is good. Just a reminder that with the heat index the way it is, and you can see it on some of these camera angles, the heat just popping up off of the field. Officials are going to make sure they monitor, and training staff, they've been warned to monitor player hydration today. Cincinnati Christian has a couple of tents set up so players who aren't in the middle of playing can take a seat and sit in the shade when they're not on the field. Cincinnati Christian getting set to receive the ball here. And this is going to be Marquise Allen, who takes it at his own 3, cuts it up the left side, gets across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The 5'9" freshman. And they're going to mark it, yeah, right at the 26-20. Actually, make that the 27-yard line. I lied. Now the official decided to move it back. He's at the 25 exactly, as you see there on the replay. Nice return there by Marquise Allen, return of 23 yards. And that's going to set up Derek Taylor and this Eagles offense. Adam Sanders remains in at running back. The freshman getting the start with senior Chris Young down today with an ankle injury. And they're going to pitch it to Sanders up the right side, looking for blockers, looking for room. Gets brought down right at the line of scrimmage there. Unable to find anything. Nico Moreno, a junior from Fresno, California, in on the tackle for the Fire.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
That's going to make it 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Derek Taylor going to operate out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Sends a man in motion. It's going to be a fake pitch and handoff. He faked it to Marquise Allen. Handed it off to the freshman Sanders. And he's going to lose about a yard on that play.
Adam Sanders again carrying the ball. Loss of 1.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 as the clock approaches 4 minutes here in the first quarter at Stargell Stadium. The Eagles have 3 first downs on the day. We'll see if they can convert 3rd and long. They have 4 wide receivers, 2 at the bottom of your screen, 2 at the top. Sanders in at running back to Taylor's left. Fire showing blitz. They don't blitz. Taylor bobbles the snap, recovers, finds a man, has a man. And that's got to be interference. Looks like interference, and there's no interference. I think it's got to be interference there. Let's take a look at that again, but pass intended for Zach Pickett. Zach Pickett had a step on his man, and he gets bumped right there before the ball's even there. I would assume that would be pass interference. Pickett up and limping now. That backhand came in contact. It's close. Pickett limping. Looks like it's his left ankle. As the training staff, you see Pickett there. And it looked like that was going to be a huge 3rd down conversion and then some for Taylor to Pickett. Had a step, unfortunately. Unable to haul it in. Might have been interference. Didn't get the call. And that's going to bring on Logan Casetos to punt. The last time they punted, the Fire returned it for 40-plus yards. So we'll see here if Casetos has more of a directional punt. Snap good, punt up. Better hang time this time, and it isn't returnable. And if you're the Eagles, that is a welcome sight because Marquis Northington has had 2 punt returns here that have set up well. So that is a nice directional kick by punter Logan Casetos. It's going to give the Fire their worst starting possession of the game. They start at their own 32-yard line with 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. Ryder Litton going to operate out of the shotgun, sends his tight end in motion, moves his running back to his left. It's running back Brian Bell, who has a touchdown today. Hand off to Bell up the left side and has a lot of room, breaking away, staying in bounds. Can he get there? No, unable to break away. Nice hustle by number 43, Jay Compton, who gets the tackle way downfield, but that was a well-blocked play. Let's take a look at that again.
For the Fire, taking it into CCU territory.
And here's Brian Bell carrying it in his right hand, untouched until there. And that's just a well-blocked play.
Charlie Cook with the reception.
And on that
There's
first
a
down
penalty
play, it
marker
was going to
on the
be a
field.
pass to Charlie Cook. Fortunately, they're going to call
Illegal procedure.
a legal
on the
procedure on the Fire. And this is going to back them up again. So we've seen Southeastern. They come in as the 18th ranked team in the country. They've given up a couple pressures, a couple sacks, had a couple of penalties here. And the illegal procedure backs them up to the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Fire. And this is going to be a screen pass on the right side in a nice move. Another move and then a fumble, and that looks like CCU might have gotten on it. Sam Bruce was the receiver, and CCU did recover it. That is going to be on the recovery, number 24, Tyler Shoby, the junior middle linebacker. Let's take a look at that again. And it looked like this could potentially be a big play for the Fire. It makes one man miss. Makes another man miss and just loses the ball there, gets it poked away, unable to recover it. And that was actually Tyler Shoby, who not only forced it and poked it away, able to recover it. And the Eagles battling here against the 18th ranked team in the country. Their defense has come up big on multiple occasions. And the offense will get the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 24 with 2:54 to go here in the first quarter. Derek Taylor operating out of the shotgun. Sanders to his left. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Going to hand it off up the middle. Sanders looking for running room. Gets across the 25. And all the way up to the 29-yard line.
Gain of 4.
This is the freshman running back's first career start, and he's found some running room at times. As you see him there, he's 5'9", 165 pounds, able to navigate in between a couple offensive linemen for a gain there. Another handoff up the middle as the Eagles push it across the 30. In at running back on that play was Bryce Kelly. He's able to pick up a couple of yards and make it 3rd and 3. Bryce Kelly will remain in the backfield. Taylor operating out of the shotgun. Kelly to his right. And it was a rollout there, pressure on Taylor, and able to get the sack. Let's take a look at this replay again. And Taylor didn't have a chance. It was a bootleg on 3rd and 3. And as you see, 37 came in there, able to make the play. That is Phillip Smith, junior defensive lineman out of Winter Haven, Florida. And that will bring on Logan Casetos for the 4th time in this first quarter for the Eagles. Had a great punt the last time, did not allow the Fire to return it. They've had a couple big returns on the day already. Punting from his own about 10-yard line is when he'll get that kickoff. This one will be returnable. Northington able to make a couple defenders miss, cuts it up the right side, and there's a couple flags on the play as Northington finds some more room, gets across the Eagles 40, gets brought down at the 38-yard line. And 2 flags are on the field. Looks like that might have been an illegal block in the back. We'll see what the official has to say. As we're waiting for the call here. And it'll be a legal block in the back on the Fire. That'll back them up and negate a big return.
Against Southeastern.
Let's take a look here, and you'll see it right there. There's one, and I think there was another one as well. There. So there was 2 on that play.
10-yard penalty.
And that explains the 2 flags. And that's going to give the Fire worse field position, still pretty good, relatively speaking. They'll start this drive at their own 41-yard line.
Fire.
Ryder Litton going to operate out of the shotgun, as we've seen throughout today. Has a tight end to his left who he sends in motion. Running back to his right. And he's going to hand it off up the middle. And there is a lot of yards there, breaks a couple tackles, and he's off to the races. It gets inside the 20, finally brought down. And that was Sam Bruce.
Ball is down.
Forced out of bounds, finally way downfield by Jay Compton. Excuse me, that was Keelan White that you're watching run this ball. Breaks a couple of tackles. And this is going to be a handoff up the left side and a touchdown. That is number 1, Antoine Adams. A quick screen pass, takes it to the house. And that is what you want to avoid if you're Cincinnati Christian. Going to make it 16-0 here in the first quarter as we're 33 seconds away from the end of the quarter. Let's take a look at this play. Just a quick screen pass. Doesn't allow the Eagles pass rush to be effective there. One broken tackle, and that is it as you see the extra point up and good. And the Southeastern fire out of Florida.
Southeastern 17, CCU
came over 900 miles to get here. They're 18th in the country, and they have a 17-0 lead right now over Cincinnati Christian with 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's watch the play that set up the touchdown. This is just a big run there, unfortunately, for the Eagles. Clyde Albright unable to get the shoestring tackle. And then just a quick screen pass. One broken tackle, but didn't really have a chance at him there. And that's it, off to the races. Off to the races. Antoine Adams showing off his speed. And that's Ryder Litton, the quarterback for the Southeastern Fire. That's his 5th touchdown pass on the season. He has 2 here today. Marquise Allen back for Cincinnati Christian along with Jashawn Rader to receive this kickoff. David Larson with the kick for the Fire. In this one, no, he's going to return it. Tries to break a tackle, unable to, does break it, backs up even farther. And that is probably not what they had drawn up there. Jashawn Rader made the decision to bring it out. And that is going to give the Eagles starting position inside their own 10. Bad decision there by the freshman to take it out, who was about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 yards deep in the end zone. We'll check the replay. Look at this, yeah, about 6 yards back. Decided to take it out, and right there, broke it, and breaking the tackle actually hurt him because he lost about 4 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. The Cincinnati Christian looks for its first points of the day. Taylor going to operate under center, which isn't something we've seen much so far today. Makes sense, though. Handoff up the left side. Sanders going to get a couple of yards. And by a couple, I mean 1. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Southeastern University Fire got off to a quick start despite a couple mistakes. They're 18th ranked in the country, and they have a 17-0 lead over the Cincinnati Christian Eagles after 1 quarter here at Stargell Stadium. A quick reminder that you can catch a rebroadcast of this game this Tuesday. You can also catch it Friday, September 21st, Saturday, September 22nd, and Monday, the September 24th. And you can watch Waycross programs anytime at waycross.tv.
Led by head coach Corey Gardner and assistants Kate Stutz and Rob Ware. Present with us today are pitcher Tiffany Price.
So we take a look here.
Taylor Bramlett, Teresa Oliver, infielder Ashley Campbell, outfielder Emma Kawhi, pitcher Jesse Tinsley, Infielder Alicia Rodriguez. Outfielder Caitlin Pavey. Infielder Alexis Rouse. Pitcher Haley Myers.
Cincinnati Christian
Outfielder Catherine Schreiber.
is honoring their
Infielder
softball
Brianna
team, are
Howard.
announcing them right now
Pitcher Brooke
at
Wesley.
the end of the first quarter.
Utility player Michaela Barga. And outfielder Valerie Hudapole. Once more, congratulations on an outstanding season, and we look forward to spring 2019.
Eagles going to start this quarter near their own end zone, in the shadow of their own goalpost at the 6-yard line. Derek Taylor going to operate out of the shotgun on the 2nd and 9 play. Sanders is next to him, the freshman running back. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Sends Marquise Allen in motion. This is going to be a handoff to Sanders. Sanders has some room up the left side, across the 10, across the 15. Gets thrown down there. Should be enough for an Eagles first down. And that is a nice run by Adam Sanders. Going to be marked at the 16. Well blocked play there by the Eagles. Going to operate out of the shotgun here on 1st and 10. Bryce Kelly. 2 Taylors left. Going to fake the pitch to him, and Taylor going to keep it there. Lose about 1.5 yards. Probably a good decision there by Taylor to keep it. If he pitches that ball, one of the Fire defenders might have been able to poke it away and potentially force a turnover. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Bryce Kelly going to stay in the game at running back, going to line up to the right of Taylor. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Taylor takes the shotgun snap, looking left. That intended for his man outside of,
Taylor's pass
unfortunately, just a little outside of the outstretched arms of Maceo Clinton. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. Taylor had his man just a little too far outside, a little off target, and unable to connect. As the Eagles huddle up here. Bryce Kelly remaining in at running back. 2 wide receivers, 2 Taylors left, 1 at the top of your screen. It's 3rd and 12. The Fire showing blitz. They're going to drop back. Taylor looking for his man, unable to find him. That intended for the tight end, number 47, Jawan Briggs. And you look at it again here, and what Southeastern's done throughout this game is they've showed blitz on 3rd and long, then dropped back. Dropped 7 back there, only rushed 4. And this is dangerous for the Eagles. Logan Cassetto's back as the punter. Going to punt probably, he's standing at his 1, as you can see there. Probably going to end up punting from the 5 or so. And they almost got to him. That takes an Eagles bounce, but it is returnable, and we've seen Northington do this up the left side, and he's going to go all the way, and he makes it all the way in. Did he get pushed out of bounds? No. That is going to be a touchdown, so that is the 2nd return for Northington in this game for a big gain. That one goes all the way, and that's a touchdown. Well, the official's talking about it. Flag on the ground, and let's see what this flag is. Northington just threw his arms up. This could be good for the Eagles. wait on the call here. And this is going to go a legal block in the back on Southeastern. And let's take a look at that replay. That's going to cost Northington is it there? Or no, right there. At the bottom of your screen, you saw it. And that is what cost them. Wow. The big return, all for nothing. As they're operating out of the Wildcat here on 1st and 10. And that's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards for Tyrell Williams, who we've seen a lot today. So the Eagles get a break here. Unfortunately, it's as big of a break as it is. They are backed up, starting this possession inside their opposing 20, trying to prevent the Fire from scoring. No more Wildcat here. It's Ryder Litton going to come back in at quarterback, sends a man in motion. 3 receivers to the right. He's looking to the right, doesn't have a man, rolls out, finds Tyrell Williams in the flat. Looking. Williams gets across the 5 down to the 4-yard line. Flag comes in. Tackle made by cornerback Clyde Albright.
Down to the 5-yard line. There is a penalty marker.
It's going to be another illegal block in the back on Southeastern, so that's going to back them up even more. Let's take a look and see if we can see it here. This is a nice play to roll out by Litton. Find his man, didn't have anyone downfield. Not sure I saw one there, but the Eagles get a break. Backs up the Fire to the 22-yard line. Litton takes the shotgun snap, rolls to his left, throws across his body, has a man, and it was short. It was short. Albright in coverage there. And let's take a look at this. This is a tough throw to make by Litton. Probably had a half second to get his hips turned if he needed to. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 at the 22, and this is a chance for a big stop, at least for the Eagles. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Litton, audibles. 1 running back to his left. And the Eagles blitz. A quick pitch to Tyrell Williams. He's got some room, and he's close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short or so based on where the officials are standing now. And that is a nice play by the Eagles to get pressure. Good adjustment by Litton, but it is going to bring up 4th down. It looks like the Fire are going to send on their field goal team. And that's a big tackle there by number 26, Michael Loy, in on that, the safety from East Liverpool, Ohio. The kick is up. The kick is good. And that is 2 for 2 for David Larson. It's going to make it 20-0 here. Southeastern with 11:33 to go in the 2nd quarter. Really good job there by the Eagles defense to hold serve. They were aided by a couple of penalties. But what was a touchdown return on the punt by Marquis Northington turned into just 3 points. And that pass rush by the Eagles has gotten to the Fire some today. As we take another look at that field goal attempt, David Larson 2 for 2 today. So you get a look there of Stargell Stadium, Fire sideline. Southeastern drove 911 miles from Lakeland, Florida to play today's game. They joined the Sun Conference in 2009. Their first football team was 2014. They're 26-6 so far, and their enrollment's 6,800. So they traveled 911 miles to play today, have a 20-0 lead. They come in 18th ranked in the country. Marquise Allen and Jashawn Rader back for the Eagles. Allen going to let that one bounce into the end zone. Going to be a touchback. And the Eagles will have better starting field position than they've had over the past couple drives where they're inside.
First down, CCU.
Inside their own
at the
10.
25-yard line.
Start at the 25. Derek Taylor jogs back out there. If you're just joining us, the Eagles are without star senior running back Chris Young. Came in averaging 5.2 yards a carry. Has both Eagles touchdowns on the season. In for him is freshman Adam Sanders, who has fared pretty well today. Had some good runs, especially between the tackles. Taylor going to operate out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. Hands off to Sanders up the middle. Sanders looking for room. Gets across, well, right to the 25-yard line, and that's where it'll be marked. So pickup of no gain on 1st and 10.
Adam Sanders, the ball carrier, no gain.
The Eagles are also without freshman quarterback Alex Duran with a concussion, who's someone I think is certainly going to have success here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Derek Taylor operating out of the shotgun. Sanders to his left. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen. He's looking left. Has a man. That was intended. Looks like that was intended for Maceo Clinton. A little high there. And Clinton is a big wide receiver, big bodied. Able to get up there, unable to hang on. Pass a little high, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Clinton stays in this game at the bottom of your screen. Taylor operating out of the shotgun. Sanders to his right at running back. Christian Williams at the top of your screen. And this is going to be a handoff up the middle. And that's going to bring up 4th down on that one. So Logan Casetos, he might think that this is great position. Logan Casetos from where he was punting before. This is certainly better comparatively speaking. Going to punt. Be standing at his own 11. Will probably punt it from his own 15 or 16. Really important here for him to not punt to Marquis Northington, who almost had a touchdown if it wasn't for a illegal block in the back on his last punt return. Had a 50-yard punt return earlier in the game as well. Casetos gets this off directionally, obviously looking away from Northington. And that's going to be a fair catch by Sam Bruce. And the directional punt works. No return there. Going to be marked at the 39-yard line. That's where the Fire will pick it up. Leading this game 20-0 over the Eagles with 9:48 to go in this first half. Southeastern comes in 1-1 on the season. They beat St. Andrews on September 1st. Before that, they lost to the University of the Cumberlands. The loss was a 1-point, 27-26 loss. They come in 1-1, looking for their 2nd victory of the year. First play, looking for his man, got his man, and that's Northington. As Litton able to find Northington downfield. We've seen him roll out to his left, flip his hips back twice now. And this time Litton be able to put it on the money, found his man.
On the reception for the Fire.
And he's just wide open there. A nice open field tackle by number 39 of the Eagles, Darius Daniels. As now it's 1st and 10, handoff. And this is Brian Bell looking for room, dancing. Finally finds a crease, breaks it up the middle, up the left side, and he's going to go all the way, touchdown. Fire, and he made something out of nothing there. He danced right, he danced left, found a crease, took it, hit the hole, And we're going to check out this replay in just a second, but that's a very nice run by Brian Bell, and he gives Southeastern a 26-0 lead with 19:13 here to go in the first half. And David Larson 2 for 2 on field goals today, and 3 for 3 on point afters. As Southeastern increases their lead, it's 27-0 here over Cincinnati Christian. Brian Bell with a huge run where he danced back and forth, and that was just a night really patient there. Cincinnati Christian unable to really touch him. He avoided defenders even though they defended it well initially. And let's take a look at this replay. You can see what I mean by him dancing. Dances left, flips it back, and the pursuit is there. He's like, nope, nothing there. And then he just finds a lane, one little crease, and then able to use his athleticism, picks up a big block in the open field, and that's all Southeastern needed to score on that one. I was talking with Eagles coach Trevor Ziders before this game, and one thing he mentioned is just 60 minutes of competing. He knows what he was up against with this Southeastern team. He knew they came in 18th ranked in the country. He knew they came in with a high-powered passing attack and plenty of playmakers, as you've seen today thus far. And he wants to see more from the Eagles from a competitive standpoint. We've seen some of that today. I think that defensive line for Cincinnati Christian overall has had a pretty good day. Certainly something they need to see is more offense. The offense will get a shot here. Jashawn Rader and Marquise Allen back for the Eagles. This is Rader who's going to fair catch it. And that's going to mark the ball at the 25-yard line. The new rule in college football this season, if you fair catch it on a kickoff, you can fair catch it anywhere, and it is a kickoff, or it is a touchback essentially. So the Eagles will get the ball at the 25-yard line. Certainly something to adjust to if you're not used to it. But yeah, that is why they did that, and it gives the Eagles solid starting field position at their own 25. Adam Sanders will line up in the backfield. One wide receiver, at the top of your screen. Derek Taylor under center. And he's going to hand it off to Sanders. Up the middle, looking for some blockers. Gets it right to the line of scrimmage. And that is it. Speaking of the line of scrimmage, let's talk about the offensive line. Bryce Staker is the left tackle for the Eagles. Joseph Grober at left guard. Dante Rose starting at center. Jason Slack at right guard. Cam Frierson, the right tackle. So that's who Derek Taylor, Adam Sanders and company are running behind. Marquise Allen running onto the field, checking into this game. Certainly someone that's been involved today. Going to operate out of the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Clock approaching 8:20 to go in this one. Sanders to Taylor's right. There's a couple wide receivers to his left. Looking right. Finds a man, and that is going to be a reception. Nice play there. Christian Williams, who we've seen make some plays. Nice reception. 6-yard gain. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 at the 31. And that's going to make it 3rd and 4. They got to get to the 35-yard line. First down marker right there. So 3rd and 4. Derek Taylor talking to his wide receivers. There's going to be trips to the left. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. 1 at the top. Sanders to Taylor's left. And Taylor looking downfield. Has a man and completes it. That's going to be enough for a first down. And then some, as Taylor completes a 7-yard pass to Isaiah Donek. Donek is a freshman tight end out of Fishers, Indiana. Nice catch there Nice contested catch. And we got a couple players down here. Trying to see numbers. Blade Dunmark is down for Southeastern. And I'm trying to see who's down for the Eagles. And that is quarterback, and that would not be, if that's number 12, which, yeah, it is. That is Derek Taylor, quarterback down. And I wonder if he got hit at the end of that play. Nate Szymanski warming up now for the Eagles. And let's take a look at the replay. A nice pass and catch there on third down. And he got a shot in his right midsection. He's moving. He's up on his knees. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. Taylor now slowly getting up one knee, now up on his feet. Might have got the wind knocked out of him, the way that hit looked. This is right side. And here we go. Let's take another look at it. And just right there. And it might have been. And there he is. Moving, slowly but moving. On his own power. Certainly hope that Derek Taylor is okay, along with Blade Denmark, the linebacker, who's down as well for Southeastern. Looks like it might be his midsection, his ribs, as he's holding him there. So that means Nate Szymanski is going to be in at quarterback for the Eagles. He's gotten some playing time this season. Comes in relief. There's the official stopping play here. Looking over at the CCU sideline. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10. Nate Szymanski in at quarterback. Takes the shotgun snap, hands off up the middle. Not going to be much there. Southeastern comes out of it with the ball, but he's down, and it looks like we might have another injury with a flag down. Yeah, training staff out there. Looks like that might be Adam Sanders down, number 33, the freshman running back making his first start today. And it was a face mask call. And no, that is not Sanders. Actually, that is number 36, Bryce Kelly. Gets up, appears to be okay. Anytime you get your face mask grabbed. And that's what they called there. Let's see if we can see it. It might be right there. And so this is a big penalty. Going to set up Cincinnati Christian despite the injury to starting quarterback Derek Taylor in Southeastern territory at the 46-yard line. Nate Szymanski in at quarterback. Adam Sanders, the lone back to his right. Christian Williams at the top of your screen. Maceo Clinton at the bottom of your screen. And they're going to look to throw, looking Clinton's way. In fact, that was not intended for Clinton. It was the side that Clinton was on. That was actually number 80, Marquise Allen. Throw a little low and a little outside. Allen unable to hold on. Got one hand on it, unable to get both. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 as the clock continues to roll. Nate Szymanski talking to his offensive line. Allen going to operate in the slot at the top of your screen. Williams at the far wide receiver. Clinton at the bottom. This is going to be a handoff to Sanders up the middle. Sanders gets past the 45-yard line down to the 41.
Gain of 5.
And that's going to bring up 3rd and manageable for the Eagles as they're running the no-hiddle. Szymanski barking orders. Sanders to his left. 3 wide receivers stay in. Going to be another handoff to Sanders up the middle. And he hits a wall right after he crosses the 40. They're going to mark that right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 2, and this is going to bring up 4th down. And it's pretty obvious here the Eagles going for it on 4th and a long 3. They got to get to the 41-yard line. Szymanski barking orders. Takes the shotgun snap, looking right, pump fakes, finds a man, looks up for a man. It's intended for Marquise Allen, unable to connect with him. Had some good protection there. Unfortunately, unable to hook up with him. You see the play action. Or no, that's the run, excuse me. That's the run that set up the 4th down. And let's take a look at that 4th down play one more time. There's the pump fake, and then the throw. And the throw just, they were on different pages. Ryder Litton going to get it 1st and 10 for the Fire. Southeastern low snap, rolling to his left, throws across his body, has a man for a catch and then some. Multiple Eagles around him, and that's Tyrell Williams, who we've seen today make some big plays. Another one there, and the Fire are rolling now as we're going to get under the 5-minute mark in this first half. Litton operating out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Sends his running back in motion. Going to keep this one, run it up the middle. Gets down to the Cincinnati Christian 35-yard line. Multiple defenders in on the tackle. Second down, looking deep downfield. Tyrell Williams wide open. Touchdown. No, dropped. Tyrell Williams dropped it. He was wide open. There is a penalty flag down. Might have been hitting the quarterback, and he's down.
Roughing the passer penalty.
And this is not good for the Fire. They get a break because Tyrell Williams dropped that ball, but Ryder Litton is down, their star quarterback, who has 2 touchdown passes today. It'll be a roughing the passer call. But more importantly, Southeastern quarterback Ryder Litton down. A great ball there from Litton as the training staff looking at him. And he jogs off, appears to be okay. Might have just been dinged up. And we mentioned the heat at the top of the broadcast. It's 85 degrees. But it is much hotter. You can see the heat coming up off the field with different camera angles during today's broadcast. And maybe that has some effect on the team. So that's going to bring in the backup quarterback here. 10, Eli Olton coming in. And he's going to operate out of the shotgun. And he's going to throw on his first play. Screen pass left side, finds his man for a pickup of about 5 yards. That's Sam Bruce. Dominic Valentino in on the tackle there. Fire going to operate out of the shotgun again. This time a handoff up the middle. And that's a nice tackle, nice play there by that defensive front for Cincinnati Christian. DeHavian Allen in on that play, also Justin Terrain. Olteen checks out. Their star quarterback Ryder Litton checks in and looks for a man, and that overthrown had his man open. Cincinnati Christian gets a break there. Pass intended for De'Arion Anderson. As you see, he's wide open, and he just misses him. Just a little late, bad placement there And the incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 5 for the Southeastern Fire.
David Larson on to attempt a 30-yard field goal.
It's going to bring up 4th down, excuse me, which means the field goal team is on. Kick up. Kick is good, and David Larson is 4 for 4 in this first half field goal wise. 3 for 3 on extra points. That's going to give Southeastern a 27-0 lead over the Cincinnati Christian Eagles. Justin Terrain in there, trying to get some pressure, was untouched. Got close to that one as you take a look at downtown Cincinnati. Nice day for football. It's going to be a nice night. I'm sure executive producer Tony Suarez is going to go out night on the town tonight. Check out the Ferris wheel that they have at the banks of the Ohio River. Southeastern comes in ranked 18th in the country. They're 1-1 on the season. Cincinnati Christian comes in 0-3, and they're without their star running back. And the guy they lean on, and Chris Young, with an ankle injury, he's injured, and came in averaging 5.2 yards a carry. So offense gets another shot here, and they will return this one from their own goal line, past the 15 to the 20-yard line. Pretty decent return there for Jashawn Rader. And the Eagles will get it 1st and 10 at their own 20. We'll see who's going to be in at quarterback. Here comes CCU. And this is going to be number 3, Darian Pryor, in at quarterback. A flag instantly as he hands it off, but Darian Pryor in at quarterback now as Nate Szymanski was in for the injured Derek Taylor, but now Darian Pryor in at quarterback here for the Eagles. Pryor is a senior. Been in the program for a couple of years. And this penalty going to back up Cincinnati Christian. 1st and 20 now. Excuse me, 1st and 15. It'll be 1st and 15 on the 15. It's 2 men in motion. Eagles going to operate out of the I formation. Darian Pryor going to pitch it to Sanders, and Sanders finds some running room up the middle, gets across the 15, past the line of scrimmage, up to the 19-yard line is where the official is going to place it. So the Eagles get 4 yards on 1st and 15, and it'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Adam Sanders, a gain of 4.
There's another look at Adam Sanders, freshman running back starting today with Chris Young out. He's fared pretty well overall. I think he's found a way to fall forward and do what he can with what he's had. Unfortunately, this Cincinnati Christian offense unable to put it together. They've had some first downs and strung some together, but unable to get a score or get on the scoreboard yet today. Darian Pryor talking to Sanders. Going to operate under center again. Interesting that this is a change of philosophy with Pryor in. Going to be a handoff off the right side. Sanders behind his blockers gets across the 20. Going to be marked at the 23-yard line. We got a player down for Cincinnati Christian. Trying to make out the number but it looks like an offensive lineman. It looks like Bryce Staker, the left tackle. Yeah, it's Bryce Staker, the left tackle for the Eagles. 6'4", 285-pound junior. Manning the blind side for the Eagles, this Eagles offense. Offensive line has been solid for the most part this season. It's good to see him sitting up, and you wonder about how many of these injuries. We've had a few injury timeouts here late in the second half, if the heat is affecting these players at all. Staker still talking with trainers, takes his helmet off. Staker continues to talk with trainers, and he's able to make his way up to his feet. And that's good. And you want to, here's the thing is he'll probably have some time here. It's third down. He's not going to play on this play naturally. Maybe they'll just wrap him up for the half, and hopefully he can be okay and get hydrated, as he is walking off, appears to be okay. But it is very hot on that field. I was on the field before the game started, and I couldn't imagine being in all those pads on that field and playing in it. I was talking to Southeastern's athletic director before the game, and he said they're used to the heat because they have black end zones at their stadium. They're about an hour outside of Tampa, and so black end zones, that is not good as far as the heat is concerned. But that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Darian Pryor operating out of the shotgun, going to keep it, and he's going nowhere. Faked it to Sanders, and this was sniffed out right away by Southeastern as they tackle him essentially right after he decided to keep it. There's the fake there, and there's just nowhere to go. Southeastern takes a timeout. Lamont Trent was the first one there for Southeastern, and they're going to have 1:12 to do something with it, as the Eagles now going to be forced to punt. You get a look at that Cincinnati Christian sideline. As they break out of this. Logan Cassetto's coming on to punt. And the first thing I think they probably told him is do not kick it to Marquis Northington. Marquis Northington has had himself a great game thus far for Southeastern. Also back with him is Bryce Honich. So Bryce Honich, along with Northington, back to return this punt. Logan Cassetto's back, gonna punt it, standing at his own 10-yard line with 1:12 here to go in the first half. Cassetto's clean, no pressure, punts away from Northington. This is gonna take an Eagles bounce and continue to bounce as the time ticks all the way down to the 38-yard line. And that's a nice punt there by Cassetto's. Richard Corbett, the one downing that ball out of Toledo, Ohio. Nice play there by Corbett and the rest of the Cincinnati Christian special team. So let that bounce and get every second off the clock they could. 11 seconds tick off. And there's 1 minute, 1 second to go in this first half for Southeastern to do something with it. They have a 30-0 lead over the Eagles. Ryder Litton going to operate out of the shotgun. And he's going to throw a screen pass, and that is not going to be completed. A little high for Brian Bell, and the pass rush of the Eagles got there. And we have another injury, this one for Southeastern. We'll see if we can see it. That's number 79, Ryan Dalton, who's down. It looks like it's his left leg as the training staff takes a look at him. And apparently he tripped over his own guy and got tangled. Let's take a look here. Again, this is number 79, and there it is. Oh, that was ugly. That is not a good look there. Ryan Dalton down. You never want to see that at any level of football at any time. And that's the 6'7", 330-pound junior from Melbourne, Florida. Down on the ground right now. And this training staff tending to him. And they're going to have to put multiple braces on his leg. You saw it there. That was not a pretty injury. No, Tony, it's okay. You don't need to show it again. It's not a pretty injury. They got to put it in a brace, make sure it's mobilized. I think that would be the medical term. But yeah, you're going to need a cart. You're going to need a lot for this injury, and this is not something you want to see. Again, number 79 for Southeastern down. His left leg got rolled up on that potential screen pass. And I think we've had some injuries obviously due to the heat today. This one obviously not that. These are the injuries you hate seeing, as there's about 6 or 7 trainers around Dalton right now. Again, Ryan Dalton down for Southeastern. They lead this game 30-0 with 57 seconds to go in this second quarter. As you get a look at downtown, and you see both sidelines, and you see everyone down on a knee on both sides, because you hate to see this. We're going to step away for just 1 second here as they continue to tend to Southeastern offensive lineman number 79, Ryan Dalton, down with a serious left leg injury. We'll be back with the rest of the first half after he is off the field and in good hands with the paramedics. I think they're coming. So until then, just a recap real quick. Southeastern leads Cincinnati Christian 30-0. Their offense has fared well today. We'll be back with more Cincinnati Christian Eagles football next on Waycross Television and ccuathletics.com. Ambulance off the field, and again, we wish Ryan Dalton the best as he is off to a local hospital to get treatment on his left leg. The 6'7" junior offensive lineman for Southeastern University. So we still have a game to play. Southeastern up 30-0. They have the ball, 57 seconds to go in this first half. And it'll be interesting to see what they do here. Looks like they're going to operate out of the shotgun and still try to get points before the end of this first half. We'll see how it affects these players. It's easy for it too, when you have an injury like that. But Ryan Litton, who has 2 touchdowns today, is going to operate out of the shotgun. And he's looking left, throwing across his body, has a man downfield, and he's got his man. That is a catch. Sam Bruce goes up and gets it. No, make that Tyrell no, it was Sam Bruce. And we have another player down, this time on the Cincinnati Christian side. And I'm looking, it looks like that is number, let's make sure before I say, it looks like it's number 39, Darius Daniels. freshman corner from Westfield, Indiana. Looks like it might be a cramp who's drinking water there, and it's hot on the field. Executive producer Tony Suarez says no one touched him when he fell over, so that appears to be a cramp. They're stretching him there. Let's check the replay again. And there we go. Yeah, lands a little awkwardly. Might not be a cramp. Who knows what it is there. He tried to get up. And yeah, that might be a cramp. Tried to get up there. And he's going to get up. It's just tightening up on him. Again, that's Darius Daniels trying to get off the field here. Wants to walk off under his own power. And that does not, now it doesn't look like a cramp. Not putting any weight on that left foot, being helped off the field. We wish him the best as well. So we've had two injuries in about 15 seconds there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Fire after the big play. 30-0 in this one. 47 seconds to go. Litton going to operate out of the shotgun. Brian Bell next to him. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. 1 at the top. Litton operating out of the shotgun. Got someone to potentially jump off. Did he get back in time? I'm not sure. No flags down. And that's a good pass rush there by Cincinnati Christian to force the quick throw. That'll stop the clock with 35 seconds to go in this first half. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Litton operating out of the shotgun again. Bad snap, picks it up. Quick screen pass. Has his man tackled right away. That's Tyrell Williams with the catch, and a really nice tackle there by Kadir Ali from Texas. Nice play.
Southeastern calls a timeout.
Southeastern going to call a timeout here. So they stopped the 28 seconds to go in this first half. Southeastern walking back onto the field, as are the Eagles. As you can hear the Cincinnati Christian band playing right in front of us. Litton operating out of the shotgun. Bell to his right. Going to throw downfield. Has his man. A bad throw there. Sam Bruce threw it behind him. Had him. That would have been a touchdown. The Eagles get a break there. Bruce broke free. Let's take a look at that. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Has his man. I mean, he walks into the end zone. Closest defender was Michael Loy, but probably a touchdown. Eagles get a break. And it's on for the field goal team. David Larson on for the field goal. It's going to be a 44-yard attempt. He's perfect on the day thus far. Larson, and it's blocked by Cincinnati Christian. And there's a miss. And that's a nice play by the Cincinnati Christian special teams. Let's see if we can figure out who blocked that. Hard to tell there. But nice play by the Eagles. They keep some points off the board, and with 22 seconds to go in this first half, Eagles trail 30-0 with the offense getting the ball back. Let's take another angle. 95 with the block there, and that is a nice play. Montez Lowe, right out of here, right from Cincinnati, Ohio, went to Taft High School. And Lowe with the block there. And that prevents 3 points for the Fire. And it looks like the Nate Szymanski on, gonna kneel it. That's gonna take us to halftime, where Southeastern leads Cincinnati Christian 30-0 behind Ryder Litton. 2 touchdown passes for him. Tyrell Williams, Marquis Northington, and more leading the way for the 18th ranked Southeastern University Fire. They lead the Cincinnati Christian Eagles 30-0 at halftime. We'll be back with the second half and first half stats in just a few short minutes. I'm James Erpine, and you're watching Eagles football on Waycross Television and ccuathletics.com.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. Whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing the student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. The Ohio High School Athletic Association's Respect the Game campaign reminds us that school sports are about so much more than wins and losses. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to make school sports a fun, positive, and rewarding experience that student athletes will remember for a lifetime. Every game, every time, let's all respect the game.
The Eagles get the ball to start the second half, so it'll be interesting to see who goes in. Derek Taylor, it doesn't look like he's going to return, at least not as of now. Let's get a check on stats in the first half. Southeastern University, they were led by Ryder Litton. We knew coming in he would be able to throw it all over. He did in the first half, 10 of 17 for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. Had along of 49 yards to Brian Bell. He's also connected with Antoine Adams, Sam Bruce, and Marquis Northington. Speaking of Northington, he had 85 yards on 4 punt returns, including a long of 43 for the Eagles. Adam Sanders getting his first start at running back for the Eagles, had 15 rushing attempts for 40 yards in the first half. Derek Taylor was 3 of 10 passing. Nate Szymanski 0 for 2 in the first half. As far as team stats go, Southeastern ran 12 times for 118 yards in the first half. CCU ran 22 times for 33 yards. Passing yards was 172-18, and first downs was 12-5. As we get going here, it'll be interesting to see who plays quarterback to start this quarter, and we are set for the second half here at Stargell Stadium. David Larson with the kickoff. This one will be returnable. And Marquise Allen going to take it right up the middle, get hit and fumble. And he jumped on it after he fumbled the ball. And we'll take a look at that, but Marquise Allen able to, fortunately for the Eagles, jump on it. You see him, he explodes through there. That initial hit dislodged the ball, and he's able to make the heads-up play, jump on it. And it is going to be Nate Szymanski in at quarterback for the Eagles. Adam Sanders, who has 40 yards rushing so far on the day, a long of 6, will be in the backfield. But he won't be alone. He's also going to be joined by number 32, Vincent Thompson, in at fullback. One wide receiver to the bottom of your screen, one to the top, and they're going to give it to Sanders behind that big fullback. Up the right side, it's going to be a pickup of 3 on 1st and 10.
Adam Sanders on the carry, a gain of 4.
Make that a gain of 4. They're going to mark it up at the 24-yard line. Thompson going to trot off the field after he played fullback there. Eagles are going to bring in another wide receiver. Maceo Clinton, who had a reception in the first half, checks into the game. Sanders will still be in the backfield. Szymanski going to operate out of the shotgun. Christian Williams at the top of your screen. It's going to be a false start on the Eagles.
False start, CCU, 5-yard penalty.
It's going to back him up after a nice pickup on first down, make it 2nd and 11 from the 18-yard line for Cincinnati Christian. Adam Sanders going to be the line up to Szymanski's left. Nate Szymanski in at quarterback. Derek Taylor went down in the first half. Szymanski takes the shotgun snap, puts it in the belly of Sanders, who goes up the middle, crosses the 20, going to fall forward to the 24-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 6 for Sanders. Nice job by Szymanski getting that ball down, somewhat of a high snap. Sanders able to fall forward, get a good spot, and this is going to be 3rd and manageable. Now for the Eagles. They actually marked the ball at the 23-yard line. They have to get to the 29 for a first down. Szymanski can operate out of the shotgun. And he's going to play action. He's looking for his man just over the head of his intended target, his tight end, number 44, Isaiah Donek. And there's a look at Donek, who had 1 reception in the first half for 8 yards. It was a nice contested catch there. So the Eagles on their first drive of this half going to have to punt it away, go 3 and out after the penalty, especially setting them back a bit. Logan Casetos is back for another punt today. This is his 8th punt. He's averaged 36 yards per punt so far. Had 7 first half punts. And the man you do not want to kick it to, Marquis Northington, is at the top right of your screen. They kick it away from Northington, and it's going to be over the head of Sam Bruce, and this is going to take a CCU bounce, but Bruce picks it up. He breaks a tackle. Bruce is off to the races a bit, breaking multiple tackles, going round and round, and finally brought down. Heads up play there by Bruce to catch CCU off guard. DeAvian Allen finally brings him down. And CCU was waiting to see if it would bounce more. Bruce with the heads up play jumps on it and able to return it. So that's going to set up the Southeastern Fire with great field position. And you see right here, letting it bounce, and he says, what the heck, let me pick this up and run with it. And it works to his advantage. A couple broken tackles. A loop-de-loop spin right here. And they have good position. It's going to be a handoff up the left side. And that's the number 18, Tyrell Williams. And in at quarterback now for Southeastern is their backup. That's number 10, Eli Olteen. He's a 6'2 sophomore. Going to operate out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. He's going to hand it off up the middle again. It's going to be a nice pickup again for Tyrell Williams. Flag comes in. And this is going to be on Cincinnati Christian, a face mask call. It's going to advance the ball 15 yards for the Fire.
15 yards.
So the clock is started. Southeastern looking to build on this 30-0 lead with their backup quarterback, Eli Olteen, operating out of the shotgun. And a handoff up the middle, a broken tackle, and Tyrell Williams going to get down to the 24-yard line. Let's take a look at that again. Puts it right in the belly of Williams. Nice blocking there. Able to slide by a couple of tackles. Ultimately brought down by Justin Terrain, who's been in on a couple of tackles today so far. Played well. Olteen going to do the same thing. Hand it off up the middle. This time, nothing doing. And that was a nice play there by, I believe that was Vance Hill Jr. in on the stop. All right, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 Old team operating out of the shotgun, read option, going to keep it, dives for the first down, looks short, and a nice play there by Cincinnati Christian. Multiple defenders in on that one, including Andrew Alekna. See where they spot this one. It looks about 2 yards short. And it looks like they're going to go for it. Tyrell Williams is going to operate out of the shotgun. He is a running back. A little wildcat action here for the Fire on 4th down. Tyrell Williams going to keep it. And, oh, he broke a tackle, and it depends on where they mark this ball. It was a nice play by CCU there, and it looks like they're going to hold. That was Jay Compton, excuse me, in on the tackle. And Williams was able to dive. And let's take a look at this again here. And this is just a really nice play by Compton. Right there. And Williams kept his footing enough, but unable to stay up. And Cincinnati Christian gets the stop on 4th and short. Going to give their offense another chance here. The CCU ball, 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line. In at quarterback, Darian Pryor. Sanders, the running back, to his left. Pryor, audibles, barking orders to his line. 1 wide receiver at the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Pryor handing it off to Sanders up the middle, and that actually looks like that will not be Sanders. That was actually Bryce Kelly, number 36. Kelly had 4 yards rushing in the first half on 1 attempt.
Kelly, the ball carrier, no gain on the play.
Justin Visconti in on the tackle there for Southeastern. Darian Pryor stays in at quarterback. Bryce Kelly remains the running back. They're going to be a pitch to him up the middle, breaks a tackle, unable to get by a second one, and he gets right to the line of scrimmage. Give them a gain of 1 there as Kelly does break a tackle. And you see it here. He gets hit in the backfield, breaks that arm tackle, unable to do much else with it. Mike Mitchell on the stop there. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Eagles on their own 23-yard line, as we're just under 9 minutes to go in this one. Pryor going to operate out of the shotgun. 1 wide receiver at the top of your screen. Tight end set to his right. Bryce Kelly in at running back. He's going to throw looking left. Has a man, and it is dropped. And that was not enough for the first down regardless, but that drop by Christian Williams. And you see it there. Christian Williams has it, looking to make a move. Nice play by the defensive back to poke it away. But naturally, Williams looking to get that first down yardage and catching it behind the marker. And it will not bring up 4th down. There's a penalty flag down.
15 yards and an automatic first down.
15 yards. I did not see the call, and they're going to call roughing the passer there. So, yeah, we'll try to track it down here and see if we can see the roughing the passer. This is a good angle. And, oh, well, naturally, yeah. I mean, Pryor got hit well after he got rid of the ball there. So that's a break for the Eagles. 8:43 to go in this one. They pick up a first down, and they're at their own 38-yard line now, 1st and 10. Bryce Kelly will remain in at running back. Christian Williams at the top of your screen, and they're going to hand it off to Kelly. And he's going to get across the line of scrimmage, pick up about a yard or so, and get stopped there.
Bryce Kelly with a gain of 1.
Maceo Clinton will stay in at the bottom of your screen. Marquito Leonard now in at wide receiver. You can see him at the top of your screen. In at running back is number 33, who started the true freshman, Adam Sanders. And Darian Pryor fumbles the snap, jumps on it. And it looked like he just took his eye off the ball on that one. And that's not what you need on 2nd and 9. You see here a little snap to his left a bit and just squeaks by him. Fortunately for the Eagles, Pryor was able to get on it. But Dante Rose, the starting center, that's a couple times now where we've seen a high snap or a wide snap, and Pryor unable to hold that one. It's going to bring up 3rd and 22 now for the Eagles on the 25-yard line. Pryor going to operate out of the shotgun. There's 2 wide receivers split at the top of your screen. He's looking that way, looking downfield. Now he's going to pull it down and run. Makes a man miss. Gets across the 30, across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th and 11. So we're just under 7 minutes to go here at Stargell Stadium in downtown Cincinnati. The 18th ranked Southeastern University Fire are in town for this NAIA matchup. Logan Cassetto's on to punt again. This will be his 9th punt of the game. The Eagles will look to and try to kick it away from Marquis Washington, number 3, who's had plenty of return opportunities, and he gets another one there, bobbles it, and unable to do anything with it. Nice play there, and Cincinnati Christian bottles him up there, and that's a nice play by Richard Corbett, special teams tackle. It's the 2nd time I've called his name on special teams. And the Eagles, despite not kicking away from Northington, able to bottle him up there. Northington, up until that point, had 4 punt returns for 85 yards. The bobble certainly helped that, but watch this nice shoestring tackle. Tyrell Williams operating, or no, unfortunately he's not. At first I thought he was in at quarterback. He's going to be right next to the starting quarterback, Eli Olteen, who's in again. This is his 2nd drive of this half. Olteen going to play action pass, looking deep for his man, and he's got his man. That is Antoine Adams, who we've seen today have an impact in that one. Going to take to the house a 71-yard touchdown. Adams dropped one in the first half. He did not drop one there. And that is going to give the Southeastern Fire a 36-0 lead over the Cincinnati Christian Eagles with 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. David Larson on for the extra point. And that is actually not David Larson, who was perfect going in today. That is the backup to Juan Salgado. And the senior comes in, kicks the extra point. And just like that, Southeastern is on the board in the 2nd half. Took one play, quick play action, deep. And Adams able to get behind CCU. That was Clyde Albright jumping up at safety. And you see his outstretched arm right there. And it was just over him. There's another look at it. And there's another look at the touchdown. Adams, certainly explosive. Came in leading this team in receiving with 17 receptions in 2 games for 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. David Larson in for the kickoff. Back for the Eagles, Marquise Allen and Jayshawn Rader. And the kick is up. Looks like Allen's going to get a chance at this. He's returning it, crosses his own 15. Gets hit by multiple fired special teamers as he is down at the 19-yard line, and that is where the Eagles offense will start off here. And Nate Szymanski in now at quarterback, and now that's what we're seeing. Third drive of the half. It's been back and forth. Trevor Ziders, head coach of the Eagles, trying to see what he's got. And both Darian Pryor and Nate Szymanski. Szymanski going to operate out of the shotgun. Freshman running back Sanders to his right. Adam Sanders getting his first start today. Szymanski going to look to pass, has a man open, finds his man, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Second reception today from Maseo Clinton. And Clinton there with a nice comeback route, open, got some separation. Szymanski able to put it on the money.
Szymanski's pass is complete to Maceo Clinton for a first down.
Pickup of 10 yards. It's going to bring up first down. Sanders going to be the running back to Szymanski's right. Clinton now has 2 receptions for 14 yards on the day. That's going to be a false start on the right side of the line. So that's going to back it up.
CCU.
5 yards.
5-yard penalty.
Be first and 15
First down.
in the CCU 24-yard line. Nate Szymanski remains in at quarterback and operate out of the shotgun. First and 15 with 4:55 to go here in the third quarter. Sanders, the running back to his right. This is going to be a play action pass. Finds his tight end, and he's at the 50, the 40, the 30. He's going to go all the way. Isaiah Donek with the touchdown. And what a huge play that is. 76 yards. Nate Szymanski to Isaiah Donek. And Isaiah Donek, that's his second reception on the day. And this one was a huge play. Szymanski hit him in stride. Perfect ball, perfect play. And that is a Cincinnati Christian Eagles touchdown. Zach Lacey will be on to kick the extra point. Snap back, hold good, kick up, kick good. And Cincinnati Christian gets their first points of the game. A 76-yard touchdown pass from Nate Szymanski to tight end Isaiah Donek. And let's take another look at this as it's now 37-7. Hits him in stride. Donek outruns the linebacker on him, shows his speed and athleticism, and just like that, Cincinnati Christian on the board. Look at that. Untouched, perfect play call. Nate Szymanski, and that is the longest pass play of the season for Cincinnati Christian. Perfect ball by Szymanski, fits it in. Fits it in over the safety, fits it in over the linebacker. And that was off to the races for Isaiah Donek, who gets the Eagles on the board now. It's 37-7. The Eagles without Chris Young, the senior running back, came in with 2 touchdowns on the year, averaging 5.2 yards per carry. Adam Sanders has held down the fort pretty well. And as you saw there, Nate Szymanski finds Isaiah Donek, and that is a big play for Cincinnati Christian. As, let's be honest, they look to get a little bit of momentum moving forward. I talked to head coach Trevor Ziders before the game, and that's something he wanted to talk about, is competing nonstop, especially against the 18th ranked team in the country. He knew this would be a test and a challenge. That's certainly a good sign there for the Eagles to get on the board. And we got a borderline onside, more like a squib kick by the Eagles. Unable to recover as the Southeastern Fire recover it properly. That was number 17, Ivan Hinkle, the freshman tight end for Southeastern. So the Eagles defense will come back on the field. Eli Olteen will remain in at quarterback for the Fire. Sam Bruce next to him, listed at wide receiver, playing running back. They're going to go play action deep again. We've seen this before. This time, nothing. He's looking deep downfield to Tyrell Hawkins. In on the coverage, and you'll see it on the replay here, was Clyde Albright. Nice coverage right up against him, physical, and it just looked like the receiver fell down a bit. And that is a break for the Eagles, as this Fire team not afraid to go deep even though they're up. And this will be a handoff up the left side. A couple broken tackles. Albright on the stop. Keelan White in, and that looks like he's close to a first down. And that will move the change. First and 10 Southeastern. So pick up of 11 there for Keelan White. And on first down, this is going to be Olteen. He's going to keep it, and brought down by multiple defenders. Tyler Shoby in on that, as was Deavian Allen. And this team starting to be around the ball a bit. They've given up some big plays, but at the same time, the defense has flashed some today for the Eagles. And you saw that with Allen in on that one. This is going to be a handoff right up the middle. Not much there. Down to about the 43-yard line. So that'll be make it about 2nd and 5. Third and 5. Eli Olteen set up in the shotgun. His running back to his right. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Sends his running back in motion. Looking to him. Instead, going to go deep and wide open. Finds his man for the touchdown. That is Maurice Anglin, junior tight end, who was wide open. No one there for the Eagles. And just like that, Southeastern answers 3rd and 5. They get 6 on that one, and the 6 being points, as now it is 43-7. Tawan Salgado on for the extra point. Hold good, kick good, and Southeastern extends its lead 44-7. So with 2:43 left in the 3rd quarter, Cincinnati Christian had just scored. The Fire answer, the 18th team in the country, looking for its 2nd win of the year, extends its lead 44-7 over the Eagles. We'll take a look at this again. And it was just a miscommunication. No one near him. We take more looks at this touchdown. Allen and Rader back for the Eagles to return this kickoff. David Larson will kick it off, even though he's given up his field goal duties, it appears, for the day. Allen going to be the one to catch this. He catches it, and he's going to kneel in the end zone, which is something we haven't seen today yet. But, the Eagles decide to kneel there. Probably a smart decision. They'll get it on the 25-yard line. As you get a view there of downtown Cincinnati. It's about 85 degrees today for the game. Certainly much hotter than that on the field. On the field before the game, standing there. Couldn't imagine having to play football. And these players certainly, and I know one thing the officials talked about before the game was the heat index and staying hydrated and taking a little extra time in between touchdowns and kickoffs and change of possessions to give them plenty of time to hydrate. Darian Pryor back in at quarterback. Adam Sanders in at running back. Pryor sends a man in motion, and it is going to be a pitch on the right side, or from the right side going to the left side. We've seen that a couple times today. To Allen, Marquise Allen on that, lost a couple yards on that play. We're approaching 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Sophomore quarterback Derek Taylor went out in the first half with what appeared to be a rib injury. It's hitting his sternum. And since then, it's been a quarterback shuffle between Nate Szymanski and Darian Pryor. Pryor in at quarterback now. Szymanski had a 76-yard touchdown on the last drive. Pryor handoff up the middle. Sanders gets past the line of scrimmage, but doesn't get much there. Give him about a half a yard on that one. And that was actually Bryce Kelly on the carry. We bring up 3rd and 12 for the Eagles as we're approaching 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Darian Pryor and the rest of his Eagles teammates break the huddle. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen, along with tight end Isaiah Donek, who had that 76-yard touchdown on the last drive. 3rd and long, you'd think Donek might be someone they would look to. Pryor with the play action, throws it, has a man outside, but he isn't going to get much at all, gets hit hard. He threw it and completed it to Marquise Allen.
For a short gain.
Allen unable to make a move afterwards. Didn't have much to do there. It was a really long throw across the field. Gave the defense plenty of time to react, and by the time Allen caught it, bottled up there and got hit pretty hard. So that's going to bring in Logan Casetos for another punt. This will be his 10th punt of the day. Two new returners in for the Fire. Eric Dempson, Charlie Cook back to return this one. Casetos gets that one away. It's a short kick, gonna take a bounce, and the Eagles down it at the 39-yard line. And that's gonna be Richard Corbett who downed it. That's going to be the last play of the third quarter. It is 44-7 here at Stargell Stadium in this NAIA bout. As you see right there, Trevor Zyder's talking with his team. Cincinnati Christian got outscored 14-7 in that quarter. The highlight of that quarter was a 76-yard touchdown pass from Nate Szymanski to Isaiah Donek that got the Eagles on the board. Zach Lacey kicked the extra point. And let's get to it here. This is the start of the fourth quarter. And and we're going to see another quarterback in. This is number 7, Cooper Jones. He's a freshman, now in at quarterback. And this is going to be a handoff up the right side. Tyrell Williams finds plenty of space, finally gets taken down. And that was a big hit there by Parker Clemens. Defensive end getting way downfield to make that play. Freshman just hands it off to Tyrell Williams. Williams trips over the freshman quarterback, but able to make a play there. And you see the big hit by Clemens at the end. Be 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line. Freshman hands it off to Williams again, up the right side, finds more room, pushes a couple guys down, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and gets enough for another first down. So 2 runs to start this fourth quarter, 2 fire first downs, and Southeastern suddenly driving. Cooper Jones, he's a freshman, in at quarterback. This one, another handoff to Tyrell Williams, who is the first-team running back. So even though they have a freshman quarterback in, Southeastern keeping their stud running back in this game. He entered today averaging 5.4 yards a carry and had a couple of touchdowns. Jones going to operate out of the shotgun and throw for the first time today. Throws a fade to the end zone, and he's going to get it. Oh, and it is dropped almost a touchdown there. Was looking for Evan Beal, his tight end, and that looked to be a touchdown. Good throw from the freshman. And as you see there, Beal gets up, grabs it, and it looks like it was going to be a touchdown, and when he hit the ground, lost the ball. Darius Daniels in coverage for the Eagles. Jones remains in at quarterback and operate out of the shotgun. Keelan White behind him. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Going to be a handoff to White up the middle, and he gets gobbled up. And that is going to be Vance Hill Jr. with the stop. So now we have 3rd down. Make that 4th down. That was 3rd down, so it'll be 4th down now. And they're going to go for it. In fact, they were able to pick up the first down. So Cooper Jones hands off up the middle, and they're going to get close to the end zone. Wow. Mark it at the 5-yard line. One of the officials was closer than that, but Keelan White on the carry. So they were able to pick up the first down, and it's first and goal there. 2nd and goal now from the 6-yard line. Make it the 5. Cooper Jones operating out of the shotgun. Gonna fake it to White. Look, back shoulder throw, finds his man, and that's the guy that dropped it earlier. Evan Beal, touchdown for Southeastern, a 6-yard touchdown on the back shoulder throw. And there you go, you see the ball placement. Darius Daniels had pretty good coverage there. It was just, threw it to his back shoulder, and Beal used his size. Nicely executed play by Southeastern, and it gives them a 49-7 lead. Extra point up and good. It is now 50-7 with 12:23 to go in this one at Willard Stargell Stadium. There is a Southeastern University player down. Trainers running out there. It looks like that is number 93, Andrew Patterson. As you see multiple trainers looking at him now. His face down. All right, we're going to take a break here. I'm James Rapine with you with CCUathletics.com and Waycross Television. We will be back with more football next and have the latest on the injury. It's Southeastern 50, Cincinnati Christian 7 right now with 12:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Welcome back into Stargell Stadium, where Cincinnati Christian trails Southeastern 51-7 here with 12:23 to go in the game. Second serious injury that we've seen today. This time it was to number 93, Andrew Patterson of the Fire. Earlier today it was Ryan Dalton, offensive lineman. So 2 offensive linemen going down and had to be taken away by ambulance here in Cincinnati. We wish both players well. We hope that they have quick recoveries as you get to see what happened. You see number 93 on the ground there and gets fallen on, and that's Andrew Patterson. And they removed his helmet piece by piece, and it looked like a head or neck injury as you see him being taken off there in the ambulance. So hopefully those are just precautions and he is okay. Hopefully Dalton from earlier in the day with his left leg injury is okay as well, as the Southeastern University Fire traveled 911 miles to take on the Cincinnati Christian Eagles today. And they've had a couple of serious, or at least appeared to be serious injuries, which is something you never want to see when you're watching football at any level or any team. 12:23 to go here in this one. It's 51-7. The Eagles got on the board in the third quarter when Nate Szymanski found Isaiah Donek for a 76-yard touchdown pass that got the Eagles on the board. So that one was there. The injury to Patterson came on a touchdown, on the extra point following a touchdown for Southeastern, as you hear the ambulance sirens buzzing by here. And so that means that right now it's going to be Cincinnati Christian receiving the kickoff with 12:23 to go. Jashawn Rader and Marquise Allen back for the Eagles. This one will be returnable. Allen, well, it was returnable. Allen decided to let it bounce, and that'll be a touchback, and the Eagles will get it at the 25-yard line. So the Eagles come out looking for their second score of the game. And Nate Szymanski in at quarterback was halfway responsible for the touchdown today for the Eagles, connected with Isaiah Donek, his tight end, for 76 yards. He's going to operate on this out of the shotgun on this first down, audibling, talking to his offensive lineman. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Moves his running back over. His running back is to his right. He's going to throw it, looks outside, and that is going to be incomplete. Christian Williams, the intended receiver. And that was right at the line of scrimmage. And you see there that ball just outside of Williams' reach, unable to haul it in. It's right at the line of scrimmage anyways. No harm, no foul there. Clock stopped, 12:18. All right. It's going to be second down now from the 25 after the incomplete pass. Szymanski operating under center. Going to hand it off up the middle. And that's nothing going to be there. That's a handoff to Richard Corbett, who we've seen on special teams today make a couple nice plays. That time gets the carry out of the backfield. He's holding his right hamstring after the play. Now 3rd and long for the Eagles. 3rd and 9 as the clock stopped, and it's going to be a timeout for Cincinnati Christian. As they need to discuss this third down. Much to the excitement of our camera crew and production team, the Eagles decide to take a timeout here. 11:39 to go. It's Southeastern 51, Eagles 7. A quick reminder that this program will be rebroadcast this Tuesday, the 18th at 8 p.m. Also Friday at 2 p.m. on Waycross Television. You can watch Waycross programs anytime after their first broadcast at waycross.tv. You can also watch us on ccuathletics.com. I'm James Rapine. It is great to be with you this afternoon. It was 30-0 at halftime as Southeastern got off to a big lead early. The crazy stat, I think, at the half was the time of possession. Southeastern only had the ball for 10 minutes and 53 seconds. Meanwhile, the Eagles had the ball for 17 minutes and 18 seconds. They were winning the time of the possession battle by a decent margin and still trailed by a lot. So here we go, third down. Szymanski in at quarterback, 3rd and 9 after the timeout. And looking to throw, looks to the left side and was looking for his tight end over Isaiah Donek's head, almost intercepted, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Clock stopped at 11:34 to go in this one. There you go. You see Szymanski trying to hit Donek. Almost intercepted by the safety. Now we'll bring on Logan Casetos for the 11th time today. Casetos with the punt, and this is a high one. Sky high and out of bounds. And one of the Cincinnati Christian assistant coaches catches that one. Shows off his receiving skills. Jones coming back in at quarterback, the freshman for Southeastern University. Going to operate out of the shotgun. In the backfield with him is number 29, Javion Thomas. And this is going to be a quick screen pass, right side, able to haul it in, but CCU all over it. First one there was linebacker Isaiah Woods out of Indianapolis. Did you check this replay? Clock will continue to move as this will be a handoff up the middle. Breaks it to the right side. Going to have the first down and more. And that's Javion Thomas, his first carry today. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Cooper hands it off again. This time to Thomas, right side, gets hit and brought down right away. First one there is Brett Kraft, middle linebacker from Piqua, on the stop. And you see Kraft there, able to stand him up and knock him down. Montez Lowe also in on that one. To bring up 2nd and 10. Clock right at 10 minutes to go in this one. This will be a handoff right side. There is some running room there. As Thomas gets it across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. It's going to be a pass right side, good enough for a first down. Broken tackle, and that's going to be 1st and 10. Nice play there by number 80, Deterion Anderson, to break a tackle. Not only pick up the first down, but get more. Michael Loy in on the stop, so 1st and 10 on the 12 clock, approaching the 9-minute mark. Jones takes the snap, gonna be a handoff up the middle. It gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage, falls forward. Nice stop there by Andrew Alekna for the Eagles. Cooper Jones going to hand it off again up the middle on this play, and it's going to be close to a first down. And that's Thomas limping a little bit there after that run. He picked up enough for the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal now from the 3. Cooper's going to take the shotgun snap, hand it off right up the middle. Close, not there, down just before. Eagles did a good job of stopping him before the goal line. Isaiah Woods in there. And that is how close the ball is. 2nd and goal to go. Cooper Jones going to take the shotgun snap, hand it off right up the middle for a touchdown for Southeastern. Deshaun Brown gets in, the freshman from St. Petersburg, Florida, punches it in, and with 7:25 to go, Southeastern extends its lead. It is now 57-7 as the Fire extend their lead, march downfield, and you can see it again right there. Untouched touchdown, giant hole to run through. Southeastern has been perfect in extra point attempts today. That one up, that one good. And that extends their lead. That's Tawan Salgado again in on the extra point, and it's 58 now, 2-7 with 7:22 to go in this one. Cincinnati Christian hoping to get another score before this one wraps up. Southeastern comes in at 1-1 on the year. They're 18th in the country. You see a look at some of the Cincinnati Christian cheerleaders. Cincinnati Christian band playing right now, getting ready for this kickoff. We're going to see Marquise Allen back to return this. Along with Jashawn Rader. Those have been the two that have been back all game long. And they're in again today on this one. This one is going to be returned. No, Allen thought about it, decided to kneel. And with 7:21 to go, the Eagles will get the ball at the 25-yard line. Darian Pryor going to go in for the Eagles at quarterback. It's been the quarterback shuffle this second half with Derek Taylor out. Pryor going to operate out of the shotgun. And he's going to hand it off up the left side. Pickup of 5 on the play. Nice pickup on first down. And that is number 28, Drake Stone, freshman running back from Myrtle Beach.
Drake
on
Stone
the run.
Carry for the Eagles.
Stone will stay in. That's his first carry of the game. Pryor looking to throw, looking downfield. And there's a flag down. Pass was intended for Maceo Clinton. And that is going to be on. That penalty is going to be on Southeastern. .6:47 to go in this one. First down, Eagles after the penalty. Darian Pryor operating out of the shotgun. And he's going to bobble this snap, start to run with it, try to avoid defenders, and that is going to be a sack. Lost 5 yards. And that's the third time we've seen a snap either get dropped like that one or go over the head or go to the side today for the Eagles. And that chalks up a 5-yard loss to make it 2nd and 15 on the 30-yard line as we're approaching 6 minutes to go in this game. Darian Pryor operating out of the shotgun. Looking to the sideline now, gonna audible. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. 1 running back to his right. Looking to his left, has a man, completes just past the line of scrimmage. And that's a nice pitch and catch. That's Maceo Clinton. That's his 3rd reception of the day.
Complete to Isaac Hawkins.
I take that back. That's freshman wide receiver Isaac Hawkins from Princeton High School on the reception. Princeton, the Vikings won last night. They touchdown with no time left. As they're looking deep here, Pryor took a shot, and that was to Deshaun Rader. Took a shot downfield, unable to connect. And that will bring up the punt team after they take a shot downfield. As you see it there, Rader goes up for it. Really, that's a good defensive play by defensive back Philip Hamilton. Logan Cassetto's back. It's the 12th punt today for Cassettos. Plenty of time, gets it up, and this is a good one. This is going to bounce, and this is going to take an Eagles bounce down to the 15, make it the 16-yard line. Downed there by Raquito Leonard. And with 5:04 to go here, Southeastern has the ball, 1st and 10. At their own 16-yard line, up 58-7. A reminder, you can catch every single one of Cincinnati Christian's home football games on Waycross Television and CCUathletics.com. We're on Spectrum Channel 979 and Cincinnati Bellfly Optics Channel 850. As the clock gonna start here once they snap it, and we're seeing another quarterback and gonna hand it off up the middle. In at quarterback now is Graydon Kulik, a 6'3" junior out of Independence, Minnesota. So this is the 4th quarterback we've seen for Southeastern today. Graydon Kulik now in at QB. Kolek going to operate out of the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. And he's brought down right away. Multiple Eagles in on the stop, including Tresden Royal. And that will bring up 3rd down. Third and 7 to go. And this time he's going to look to throw it. Looking deep, has a man, but going to throw it out of bounds. Had a man open, unable to connect with him. And Graydon Kolek incomplete there. Going to stop the clock with 3:44 to go. And the Eagles will get a chance here. At least one more shot on offense, trailing 58-7. Jashawn Rader back to return, along with Marquise Allen. And we're going to have a timeout, CCU. So with 3:44 to go, they're going to talk it over this return. It is a hot day here at Stargell Stadium. It is a hot day here. The players certainly dealing with it about as well as possible. This is a long game. The kickoff was at 1:30 today. A couple serious injuries for Southeastern have led us to this point. Our thoughts are with both Fire players that went down, and the injuries appeared very serious. Andrew Patterson and Ryan Dalton both had to be picked up by ambulance here today. Also for the Eagles, Derek Taylor out with what appeared to be a bruised sternum, a sternum injury of that stature. No news on how serious that is. Here is the punt. Allen back, catches it, will return it, cuts up the sideline 50, or cuts up to sideline past the 40, close to the 50, and gets up to the 48-yard line. So that's a nice punt return there, and it sets the Eagles up with good field position and what very well could be their final possession of this game. As we get another look at this return, Allen zipping up the sideline. It's going to be Nate Szymanski in at quarterback for the Eagles. As you hear the cheerleaders now playing for a touchdown. Eagles certainly going to try it. Handoff up the middle. And that's number 88, Richard Corbett, on the run.
Brandon Haley.
Excuse me, that's Brandon Haley on the run, number 38. Nice pickup on first down. Going to bring up 2nd and 3. Szymanski sends a man in motion. Going to pitch it to him around the edge. That's Allen. Gets across the 40 and make that Jashawn Rader. They've ran that play to Allen multiple times. That time Rader able to strike through and get a pickup of about 5 yards on that one. Moves the ball up to the 39-yard line. That's enough for a first down. So we're approaching the 2.5-minute mark to go here. Nate Szymanski in at quarterback as the Eagles are looking to get on the board. Malik Perez in at running back to his left. And it's going to be a handoff to Perez up the middle. Perez makes a few defenders miss and gets a pickup of 4. Gets down to the 31-yard line. Perez is a 5'8" freshman from Pace, Florida, getting his first carry of the day. Szymanski surveying the defense. Looking downfield now, play action, has a man, threw it a little behind him, and let's see here. Incomplete pass. That to number 81, Ricardo Leonard. And Ricardo Leonard there, unable to bring it in. That'll stop the clock with 1:54 left to go. 3rd and 6 for the Eagles. Szymanski operating out of the shotgun, sends his blitz, lets his offensive line know. 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. 1 to the bottom, motions his running back to the left. Szymanski hikes the ball, looking downfield, has a man and connects with his man for a first down, and that's a nice catch there. Isaac Hawkins from Princeton
Szymanski's pass complete
with a reception. That's his 2nd reception of the day.
First down.
And that's going to be 1st and 10 at the 24 now. Clock approaching 90 seconds as the Eagles try to get another score here before we close up shop, as they currently trailed 18th ranked Southeastern 58-7. Nate Szymanski audibles at the line of scrimmage, backs up, takes the shotgun snap, looking downfield, has his man again, and that is going to be another first down. Nice play there, pitch and catch. Jawan Briggs out of Dayton, Ohio, the freshman tight end, hauls it in. That's his first reception of the game.
Jawan Briggs. Offsides was a penalty call. That is declined.
The offsides penalty decline. Now approaching a minute to go in this game, and it's first and goal. Nate Szymanski in at quarterback, continuing to drive down, looks to throw, and a flag thrown. Was looking again for Jawan Briggs. Briggs threw up his arms. It appears that it is going to be on Southeastern, which will give Cincinnati Christian make it half the distance to the goal and put them in good position to score again here with 57.8 seconds to go in this one.
Pass interference against Southeastern.
And it will be pass interference, as you see it here. And you see Briggs just throwing up his arms like, hey, and they threw it there. Szymanski driving this team downfield. Malik Perez in to his left at running back. Isaac Hawkins at the top of your screen, as is Jashawn Rader. All by himself, Christian Williams at the bottom of your screen. And he's going to look to throw, to Williams. Williams tried to get separation, incomplete there. Fade route not happening. And that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Szymanski looking over to the sideline. Jashawn Rader going to check out. I formation. Nate Szymanski going to line up under center here. Perez is the running back. Braden Haley in front of him as the fullback. They're going to give it to Perez up the middle, try to bang it through, and it's going to stop. He's going to get stopped at the 1.5 yard line.
Down to the 2-yard line.
They'll mark it at the 2, and you see there Haley trying to open up a hole there. Perez bangs through, and here we go. This is 3rd down on the 1.5. They're going to keep Haley and Perez in, and they're going to play action, and it's going to be a touchdown. That is a great play action. And it's going to work for Cincinnati Christian. Brandon Haley on the reception. Nate Szymanski on the throw, executed to perfection. And Cincinnati Christian scores a touchdown. It's Southeastern 58, Cincinnati Christian 13. That's Nate Szymanski's second touchdown pass on the day as the Eagles score. And they look to put their 14th point on the board this season. The Eagles came into this game with 14 total points scored on the year. Looking to match that today. Extra point up, extra point good. And if there's one thing you can take out of this, if you're Trevor Zeiders and the rest of the Eagles coaching staff, you came in with 14 total points scored. Both touchdowns were scored by Christopher Young. He didn't play today with an ankle injury. Nate Szymanski stepped up due to injury. And this team continuing to battle down the stretch as you see that touchdown again to Haley. Szymanski executing the play action to perfection, throwing it off his back foot. And a really nice catch there by Brandon Haley. Certainly something to build on if you're Trevor Zeiders. You knew going into this game, 18th ranked team in the country. Southeastern was a very, very good opponent coming in here and able to fight till the end, put up a couple of touchdowns in the second half. And after a score of 30-0 at halftime, able to put up a couple scores. That's certainly something you could build on if you're the Eagles. Just under 20 seconds to go in this one. Score 58-14. And this is going to be a squib kick out of bounds. Zach Lacey kicks it out of bounds. And all that does is it avoids any type of return. And in a game like this with two serious injuries on the Southeastern side, not a bad idea just to kick it out of bounds. You expect a kneel here. And our thoughts are with both players that went down for Southeastern because they both looked serious. They both went to local hospitals. Again, Andrew Patterson looked like it was a head or neck injury. Also, Ryan Dalton looked like it was or didn't look like it, definitely was a left leg injury. Thoughts are with them as the Eagles are going to get the win. Or the Eagles aren't going to get the win, excuse me. But they are able to score the final points of this game. Plenty to build on if you're Trevor Zeiders and this football team. In the final score, 58-14. Nate Szymanski, I would say, would be the player of this game with 2 touchdown passes. And we'll have plenty more Cincinnati Christian football with you here at ccuathletics.com. Also, Waycross Television. We will be back at it September 29th for Cumberland University. Up next for CCU, they play Faulkner University a week from today on the road. For more information on CCU, check out ccuathletics.com. And for Tony Suarez, the rest of the production team, the cameramen here at Waycross, thank you so much for watching today. Again, your final score, Southeastern 58, Cincinnati Christian 14. I'm James Erpine. Thank you so much for watching today. Signing off here at Willard Stargell Stadium.